On February 4th, the Board of County Commissioners hosted a work session with the school board and Dr. Kimberly Hill, Superintendent of Charles County Public Schools. They discussed the needs and challenges they face as they put together next year's budget.
Charles County Public Schools is the 8th fastest growing school district in the state of Maryland. There are 24 districts in the state of Maryland, so we're in the top third when it comes to enrollment growth. And so to keep our class sizes at about 25-1, we need 17 more teachers next year just to stay even.
In addition to enrollment growth, new funding may be essential to meet the needs of the student population.
Our children today are facing challenges that many of us didn't have to face.
And Dr. Hill shared that 7 elementary schools have dedicated school psychologists, but other schools share that resource. More school psychologists are necessary to support children at more schools. However, funding to support growth throughout the school division and invest in additional needs is a challenge with the change to the state's funding formula. Dr. Hill shares why that has happened.
So that's a 2/3 reduction in the amount of state funding. And when we query our people at the state to say, hey, what happened here? What we've been told is that there is an item that the state provides called guaranteed tax-based, GTB, guaranteed tax-based funding. Not every jurisdiction in the state of Maryland gets guaranteed tax-based funding. But because of the increase in per pupil wealth in Charles County specifically, our guaranteed tax base number from the state has declined significantly. So according to the state, Charles County has had the second highest change in per pupil wealth figures.
The Charles County Board of Commissioners has consistently exceeded the funding requirement for maintenance of effort. In doing this, the commissioners hope to cover the costs related to school growth.
Charles County's commission has always funded above maintenance of effort. Always. And we don't take that lightly. I go to superintendents' meetings once a month and hear from other superintendents who say, we don't really even ask for anything other than maintenance of effort because we're being told already, don't ask.
To address a budget shortfall, they discuss use of fund balance, a reserve fund for schools.
So, what is your fund balance, and how do you prioritize spending during a year? And is there a state school guideline on how much fund balance you're supposed to have? That's what we always want to know. That I have no idea.
Right.
What you're recommended to keep from a school board, or
right?
I mean, that's what I was curious about.
Well, total fund balance is at about $16 million right now.
Commissioner President Reuben Collins expressed his appreciation to the Board of Education for sharing information and raising concerns about the fiscal challenges they face as they attempt to meet the instructional and supportive service needs of a growing school division. He asked the group to work together to identify duplication of services and reduce operating costs.
The issue is still not resolved. There's no doubt about that. But I thought it was important for us to at least begin the dialogue as early as possible. I wanted to also draw to your attention next week, the Board of Commissioners will be reviewing and kind of finalizing our goals and objectives. One of the goals and objectives is a concept that is an international concept. It's called smart cities. We have been discussing the idea of incorporating that particular idea into the operation of our local government, so it would be smart counties. Part of the evaluation and assessment for the creation of smart cities is to look at where there are duplications in the actual operations of any government. And so we will be doing that type of assessment because in the long run, you will likely find where there are duplications in services, you would find opportunities for the actual reduction in some of the costs associated with the operation of government.
The Board of Education will review and approve their budget, which will be considered as part of the county's proposed fiscal year 2021 budget on April 7th. The Board of County Commissioners is scheduled to hold a public hearing on April 29th and adopt the final budget on May 12th. To watch the full video of the work session, click on CCGTV at www.charlescountymd.gov.